Hey everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm so excited to do. I'm going to be trying some hot new makeup that has just been released. I'm going to be showing you how I got this makeup look right here using some drugstore makeup like the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin collab that was just released, and also some high-end makeup, the new Tatcha Silk Powder and the new brow products from Charlotte Tilbury. So I did want to say that e.l.f. is actually sponsoring this video. A big thank you to e.l.f. Cosmetics for working with me. It's been so much fun to partner with e.l.f. for some of their new collections that they have launched recently. So they did just come out with a collab with Jen Atkin. We have face and eye palettes, eyeliners, lip products, a brow gel to try out, and also a new setting mist that just came out in that collection that is available now on the e.l.f. Cosmetics website. So big thank you to e.l.f. Cosmetics for sponsoring this video, and if you want to see how I got this look right here, let's go ahead and get started. Hello. Okay, let's jump into it. I'm gonna start off with my face. I did already apply my primer, which is the Mint Melt from e.l.f. Cosmetics. Talked about this a lot. I really do enjoy this primer, so I applied it to let it sink in for a bit before I go in with my complexion products, which is going to be the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. I've talked about this a ton on my channel. I bought these right when they first came out, and I've been really impressed with them. I'm still mixing my two shades together. I have light 210N and medium 310C. I feel like soon enough I'll be to medium 310C by itself, but right now I still do like to mix the two. And I'm just using the Complexion Duo Brush from e.l.f. to buff this in. I know my lighting is probably a little bit crazy. It is going to be probably for a little bit here, but I like cannot have the weather help me as I'm down to one ring light instead of two soft boxes. The weather's like, I'm gonna be dark and overcast every day in Iowa, and I'm like, wow, just the few days that I needed some sunshine in my life, the weather's like, no girl, we're not gonna give you that. So it is really dark outside, so my poor one ring light is trying to do the most here. So it's probably gonna be a little bit shadowy, which I don't love, but just trying to do my best here. So I'm just blending that in with the brush. And again, I've talked about the CC cream a lot on my channel, but I do have combo oily skin, and I think that it works out really well for me. It gives me enough coverage because I do have hormonal acne, and you know what's frustrating is that I can eat well for 4 months straight and my skin's like, yeah, I'm gonna look good, and then I can eat bad for a week and my skin's like, it's just so rude how fast your good results can go away. Like how much time you put into doing something good, and then how much little time you put into something bad. So that's always fun. But I do like the coverage that it gives because, again, like I said, with hormonal acne, breakouts, like acne pigmentation, I really like to have all of those covered, and this really does it while still feeling lightweight. Like this isn't too heavy. It doesn't break up too fast on me with having more oily skin. Get great coverage, and it's more of a natural finish, which is what I prefer. It does also have some good skincare ingredients in it, some peptides, some niacinamide, which my skin does enjoy, and I just like the way that it looks. So that is the CC cream, and then I'm just gonna go in with a little bit. I don't have a table, so everything's in my lap. So I'm gonna go in with the 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I have the shade Medium Sand. Again, this has been a favorite of mine. I think I bought this also right when it released, and I have been such a fan ever since. So I'm just gonna go like so, and then use the other side of the brush to blend in. Actually, as I was sitting down to film this video, this product showed up. This is from Tatcha, and this is their new silk powder, and I said, perfect, we're gonna go ahead and use this in today's video. So this is available now. It's been a while. It's been available for a while. By a while, I mean like a week. Long time in the beauty world. So this retails for $48. So it's a protective talc-free setting powder. It's supposed to blur pores, shield from pollution and blue light, and provides a translucent, soft, radiant finish. Now I thought it was interesting because I actually grabbed out a beauty sponge to use this first because that's what I like to do. But in the how to use, it says beauty sponge not recommended. So I was like, oh, okay, so I'm not gonna do that. So I went and got a brush instead, and that's what we're gonna do. So when you open it up, there's like a little tab that you take off, and then you just kind of tilt it to the side, and then the powder comes out like so. So I'm kind of nervous, so I'm just gonna lightly tap. They also said less is more, so I'm just tap some in there and then like tap my brush off, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm just gonna start to swirl it. They said to swirl over the skin. And because I am more combo oily, you know, powdering is very important to me now. Like there was a time where I owned like 2 powders in my collection, and now I definitely own a lot more. So really curious. I was trying to decide, the Sephora sale is coming up, and I was trying to decide between this one and the Dior, and now I'm probably just gonna go ahead and purchase the Dior. So I'm very excited about that. Big thank you to Tatcha for sending this over because I really did want to try it out. Okay, I feel like already you can tell it, I feel like I can tell a difference between my forehead, and it's a little bit more shiny here versus my cheeks are looking not as much. So that's good for me because again, oily skin. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly sweep along here. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna do a little bit more and then also add to my under eyes. All right, I'm not mad. All right, I think I did a good job taking some of the shine away. I don't feel like it's like really heavy or like feels like I have a lot of powder on right now. I don't know if I would say I feel like my pores look like completely blurred by any chance, but like I feel like I also went really, which I'm already light-handed, but then when something tells me to use a really small amount, like people are probably laughing at the amount of powder I just used. But first impression, so far so good. I mean, I don't know, I'll try, I'll see. You know, I have used the CC cream many times, so I kind of know what to expect from it, so that will help me with this. I will try to remember to leave a pinned comment. Sometimes if I film far enough in advance, I can leave a pinned comment with some further thoughts on these products, so I can do that about the Tatcha, because I think this one is the only first impression in this video, but I just got it, so I really wanted to try it out. So I'd love to know if you've tried the Tatcha Silk Powder yet and what you're thinking on it. That's where I'm gonna leave my face for right now. So far so good, I think. But next up, I want to use the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin collaboration that is available now. So inside you have quite a variety of products. So there are 2 eye and face palettes in here. One a little bit better for a lighter skin tone, one a little bit better for a deeper skin tone. But I'm actually gonna use the deeper one for my eyes, and then this one I'm gonna use for my face. So these are the Let's Elfing Do It palettes. Also in the collection, you have 2 eyeliners, 3 lip duos, which have a lip liner and a lipstick, a clear brow gel, and then also the Mist Me. So the Let's Elfing Do It palettes retail for $14 each. The extra lip duos are $8. The mist is also $8. The brow pomade, also $8. And then the Zero Effort liner is $5. All of this is available on the e.l.f. Cosmetics website, so I will have that linked down below. And then I also really liked what was included in here, a quote from Jen. It says, "It's important for me to pay it forward and help young budding entrepreneurs with their ideas and dreams. So to show off your power pose with the hashtag #ElfMade, for every post, e.l.f. and Jen will donate $1 to Girls Inc." So I love that, definitely wanted to include that. So if you get anything from the collection and you post, make sure to include that so the donations can be made to Girls Inc. So I actually did a look with this palette the other day, and I have a video up. It's my Will I Buy It from this week. I'm actually filming the day that it went up. So I'm reading the comments, and so many people are talking about my eye look. Even my mom messaged me and was like, "You look really pretty in today's video." I was like, thank you, because I got ready so fast. And my eye look I thought was so simple, but so many people are commenting on it, so I thought I would just recreate it. I didn't film it. I just wasn't feeling my best. My skin is, you know, kind of irritated with what I'm putting into my body, mostly ice cream right now. So I wasn't like feeling my best to film it even for like Instagram Reels, but I'm like, you know what? Let me show you what I did, because it's a look that I love, and it's a look that I do a lot because I find it very simple, but I think it looks like it's not as simple, if that makes any sense. So what I'm gonna do first is come into the matte brown. This is what I'm gonna start to just kind of sloppily add all over my lid and in my crease. Don't worry, we'll do my brows at some point. We're not concerned with the brows yet. We're just gonna get the eyes on first. So I'm just gonna run this back and forth. And I'm gonna try to go a little bit, like I'm gonna try to give it a little extra pizzazz than what I did the other day. It's like same concept and same whatnot, but I'll try to give it like a little bit more oomph since we are on camera today. So yeah, just gonna run this back and forth, just building up that brown. e.l.f. has been really impressing me lately. I do get some PR from them, and like today's sponsored video is obviously like so exciting for me, but I don't get everything, and the things that I don't get, I'm typically going and buying myself because I'm just like, what? Like, I must have this. Like the mint collection, I mean the CC cream. I just feel like they're coming out with some really fun and exciting things right now, and the quality has been so great, especially for the more affordable price tag. I've been really impressed. And I think it's fun because I feel like right now e.l.f. is like, you don't know what they're gonna do next. Like the Chipotle collab, like who saw that coming? Not me. Like, I don't know, it's just fun. It like sometimes I guess it can feel like things can get a little bit predictable, and you kind of know like who the collabs are gonna be with and who, like what the collections are gonna be coming out. Like, I mean, you know, the beauty industry is, there's trends, and a lot of times just like in the fashion world or whatnot, you see kind of like the same things coming out at one time. Like, it makes sense. But there's also something a little bit fun about things being a little unpredictable at times, you know? And then I'm just gonna grab the lighter shade with a bigger blending brush. I'm just gonna sweep that back and forth on top just to give it a little bit more of a blended look. Like I said, with that matte brown, just kind of being a little sloppy, because then we'll come in with a lighter shade and then start to buff those together. Next up, I'm gonna pick up the black. I know some people might be surprised because I don't wear black eyeshadow or play with black eyeshadow all that often, but in looks like this, I enjoy it. Sometimes, and I know that I have a video on my channel from like years ago, sometimes I'll do something really similar to this eye look, but I'll actually put tape on my eyelids, and then I'll blend a bunch of mattes together and then add a little black as liner, and then when you pull the tape off, that's a really cool look too. I thought about doing that also, but when I got so many comments about this look, I was like, I think I'm just gonna do that because I feel like that's what people are interested in. That's another idea too, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a smaller brush, and I'm just gonna press really closely to my lash line. And then when I feel confident, I'm gonna start to just slightly wing it out. And I'm not the best with winged liner, so doing it with eyeshadow can feel not as intense and like not as much pressure to get it right, because it's really easy to sweep away and then just try it again. So I'm just gonna slowly build up the black. I don't wanna go in too hard. And I only take it really about, maybe not even quite halfway. And then I do the wing. And then I kind of get a little smudgy with it. I feel like this eye look is really about not being perfect. That's probably why I like it. It's not about being like perfect or precise, because there's different steps that you do and then everything starts to come together. But initially you're kind of looking a little out there. And I just use that same brush, no extra product, and just kind of smudge the liner. And again, just kind of with no extra product on the brush. I mean, you could use a clean brush for this too if you don't want to live as dangerously. And then I just kind of like very, very lightly flick out that wing to just give it a little bit more. And again, if you go too hard, doing it with eyeshadow makes it so easy to wipe off and then start over again versus something like a liquid liner. So if you're new to wings or you just don't have the most amount of confidence, I think this is a great technique. And I feel like winged, like a soft shadow wing liner is very on trend right now, and I'm here for that. I'm here for that. All right, and then from here, I just kind of go, like I'm gonna go back into the deeper brown now and just add a little bit more, and then use that lighter shade to blend it all again. This is where I'm just kind of adding in any steps to get it to where I want it to be. Again, I wanted to try to go just a little, like a notch further than I did the first time, but this is the exact same steps, the exact same shadows that I used. And I really am appreciative of the quality in these. You know, the mattes, they're just really easy to work with. They're really easy to blend because I'm not like a master blender by any means. And they're very easy to work with. I'm just going to use that same bigger brush, and I kind of am going to tap here on the center, or on the inner part of my eye, just to lighten it up a little bit, while also blending it along the crease. I'm going to use the Zero Effort liner. I'm going to use the black one. Now, when I first saw these, I did mention this collection in my latest Will I Buy It video, and was just kind of giving my thoughts on it. And I said, looking at the pencils, kind of my first thought would be like, oh, they're like going to be scratchy. Something about wooden pencils. I always think that with lip liners, with eyeliners, whatever it may be. This is so smooth. It's like gel-like, like very creamy gel-like eyeliner, and it really does glide on. So when it said Zero Effort, it really means that. Also very pigmented without having to press hard, which my eyes also appreciate. I am also going to tightline because it's so easy. These are something that I don't know if if I was picking up the collection myself, I don't know if I would have gravitated towards these, but I'm going to be real happy to have them in my collection. For my lower lash line, I'm actually going to do a little bit of this like kind of deeper red terracotta matte. I'm going to mix it with a little bit of the lightest shade, and I'm going to sweep those on the lower lash line. And something about the pop of red with this look with the lower lash line, I really like it a lot. Okay, I'll do my brows next so you can take me a little bit more seriously, but that's the eye look that I did with the e.l.f. and Jen Atkin palette. I really like the way it came out. Clearly you guys did too, so I hope seeing the demo on it helps out. And the quality of these eyeshadows in here are so nice, so easy to work with, easy to blend. I'm very impressed with these. I also really like the packaging on this collection. I feel like it's kind of an elevated type of packaging, not something that we would always see from a drugstore affordable brand, and at such an affordable price. So I really like that also. I am going to do my brows so that way we can see the look starting to be pulled together a little bit more. I'm going to use a new product from Charlotte Tilbury. I also mentioned this in last week's Will I Buy It video. So Char just released some new products. I'm going to go ahead and actually use the brow lift today. I'm very surprised. I used the brow cheat one day and then also the brow lift, and I really do like both of them. But today when I was thinking about it, I was like, I think I'm going to use the brow lift. I really thought I would have liked the brow cheat more because it's a little bit more like a precisely, like a more precise pencil. This one is a little bit thicker and it's actually a little bit more waxier, but I still really enjoy it. So that's kind of confusing to me. So I'm just going to use the spoolie side first. I'm just going to spoolie up my brows. One day I'm gonna try like the soap brows or the feather brows or whatever, like one day, not today, but one day. And then I just start underneath the brow and I start to kind of sketch a line there, and then kind of the same thing on top and just start to fill it in. And then I just kind of flick the inner part up here and then spoolie through. I'm no brow master, but I really liked the way this was looking. I do have a tutorial, it'll be on my IG Reels with the other pencil, the brow cheat. If you want to see how that one applies, you can check out my Instagram, which is marchbeauty word. I like this pencil is really fast and easy to work with. I usually don't like something that's overly waxy, but I don't find this one to be too waxy. And I have the shade Taupe. Brows are done. So far I've been really impressed with the pencils, so I'm definitely going to keep using them. Again, you can check my IG for the other tutorial. And since there is a clear brow gel in the Jen Atkin collection, I'm going to go ahead and try it. I don't usually use this, so I'm a little bit nervous, but this is the one product that I haven't tried yet. So this one is going to be a first impression, but I thought, why not have the first impression be on camera? I feel like that would just be funnier. The things that I do to myself. So this is a hair and brow pomade and it is clear. So there's like a little brush like so. And then I think you just brush. You just like brush through your brows. I think that's what you do. Okay, we can do this. Ready? I feel like, I'm stalling. I feel like I wasn't good at brows for so many years and I got so much hate on YouTube from it. It's just like hard to bounce back from that. And now that I feel like I can somewhat do my brows, then I get nervous to do anything on top of them because it's like, I just did that. Like now I'm gonna do something else. It's kind of scary, you know? It's a little bit scary. So I'm just gonna run through like so. Oh, it kind of gives them, it's kind of like doing that feathering thing. Okay. I mean, I can see product on. I was like, was I even touching my brows? Okay. I don't mind that. This is interesting. Okay, let me try again. So I'm trying to like figure out where I need to put my mirror so I don't have a ton of shadows because of this lighting. Why can't you just bring out the sun, Iowa? Gosh. Anyways, okay. I really don't mind this because it makes them more, like I said, I wanted to like try some feathery brows. What? Okay. I don't mind this. For my first impression, again, I feel like I went like really light-handed because that's what I do. I can understand. I can understand. I feel like I'm sweating. I was really nervous that I was gonna like, I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, that I was gonna brush it through and then like my whole eyebrow would just like fall off. Like I don't know what I thought was going to happen. But I don't mind that. It's supposed to help like keep them locked in place. Okay, I see. I see what we got going on here. I am just gonna spray my face with the Mist Me, right? Yes, Mist Me. I get it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face before I do my mascara, and then we'll finish off mascara and the rest of the face. Lips, we'll finish it off. Mist is very lightweight. I like that. I don't like a mist that's too aggressive. For mascara, I'm gonna use the Lash It Loud. I think this is the smaller one. When I purchased, I think it was the Mint collection, there was, this just like popped up and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab that too. And I think it was like $4, which was great. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add this to my top and bottom lashes. So eyes are finished. I really enjoy the way they came out. I feel like this is a simple eye look, but I feel like something with like the wing just makes it look a little bit more complicated than it actually is, because to me it's actually pretty simple. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the other palette to use the face shades. So I'm just gonna start with bronzer. We will work our way up from there. So these are definitely more of an all-in-one palette with the face and the eye shades. So, you know, you definitely don't have to be like me and purchase both of them. I just really, because in here you also get, you know, it's similar tones. They are just a little bit lighter, and this one is a very dark brown instead of a black. So you can still get, you know, really close to the same look. And that might be more your style if, again, you don't want to go with a black, because I know, you know, it's not the color that I use the most often either. And so it was just so funny when I first opened this package and this is the look that immediately sprang to my mind. And I was like, but I want to use the black shade. Like, that never happens. It very rarely happens, I guess I'll say, for me. But this is definitely more of that all-in-one. You can achieve a lot with these types of palettes, and some could say that I enjoy that. All right, and then moving over to the blush. I've been trying to apply my blush like a little bit farther back these days. So instead of starting more in like this area, but sometimes it just kind of depends. It's makeup. It's really not that deep. And you can do whatever it is you want to do and apply wherever you want to apply. But sometimes I like to do the blush closer to the middle of my face, and then I also place it over my nose. But recently I've been kind of digging more of the farther back style of look. I mean, you could still put it on your nose if you want. You can put it anywhere you want. It's makeup. It's supposed to be fun. And lastly, I'm gonna finish off with the highlight, which I thought was really pretty also. And this one, I would say this highlight is more buildable. So if you like something with a little bit more oomph when it comes to your highlight, like myself, you go in like twice with it, then you can build it up. So this is one, which that's pretty. It's pretty. I think a lot of people would like that. But we're gonna do two, because that's how we roll. And then just a little bit on the nose. Lastly, I'm gonna finish it off with the lip duos. Right, I've really been enjoying these. Since I got it, I've just kept wearing this. The other day I did pair it with, I paired it with actually an e.l.f. gloss from the Mint collection, because it has a little bit of green to it, and I had, not like a neon green eye look, but it was my look in, what did I even film yesterday? Oh, my Sephora recommendations video. It's the eye look in there. So I put a little bit of the green gloss on top of this liner. But I've been really enjoying these because you have a lip liner on one side and a matte lipstick on the other. And I love lip liners and I love matte lipsticks. Like, I was so happy when I read it was matte and not like a cream or a satin finish, or I just was like, yes. I'm gonna use the shade Bring It On Brown. So I'm first going to line my lips. I like this shade because it's a little bit more of a mauve brown, which I definitely don't mind. The lip liner is a little bit more, like it looks a little bit more on the satin side, but it's also really creamy, which I enjoy. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the matte lipstick on top. That is the lip, and after that, that's gonna complete it for this look right here. Trying out some new makeup, some new drugstore makeup. I hope you enjoyed seeing me get this look. I really did enjoy all the products. I've been using the e.l.f. collection for a while now. I mean, obviously like the Camo CC Cream, the concealer, I've been using those for quite some time, but the Jen Atkin collection I'm very impressed with. Like I said, I really like the packaging on it. The eyeshadows, the face shades, they're all really easy to use. I really, really like this lip duo also, but the eyeliners too. The eyeliners I'm very impressed with. So I've been really impressed with that collection. I would love to know if you've picked anything up. The Tatcha powder, so far so good. I'll include the pinned comment to see how it lasts throughout the day, and I'll try to wear it a couple more times too before this video goes up. And then the Charlotte brows, I've been happy with them. I'm excited to keep using her brow products also, but that is it for today's video. Another thank you to e.l.f. Cosmetics for sponsoring this one. Again, everything that I use is going to be linked in the description box. I would love to know what you thought, and as always, if you enjoyed this one, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. I hope you also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.